Seventh sloka, no? So they have written both slokas? They have written 8. Um, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevayam. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevayam. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevayam. Narayanam Namaskrityam Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayam Udirayet Nashtaprayeshu Abhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Uttama Sloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naishtiki. Reading from the Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 9, Chapter 13, the Dynasty of Maharaj Nimi. Text 7. Gandha. Oh, that is, okay, I'll read this first. Gandhavassu taddeham nidhaya munisattama samapte shatra yage cha devan uchuhu samagathan. Translation. During the performance of the yajna, the body relinquished by Maharaj Nimi was preserved in fragrant substances, and at the end of the Satya Yuga, says Satra Yuga, the great saints and Brahmanas made the following request to all the demigods assembled there. Satra Yage, okay, Satra Yaga, not Satya Yuga, Satra Yaga. They did a yaga called Satra Yaga. Text 8. Rajnyo Jivatu Deho Ayam Dehoyam Prasannaha Prabhavo Yadi Tatetyukta Nimi Tatetyukte Nimihi Praha Ma Bhunme Dehabandhanam Rajnyo Jivatu Dehoyam Prasanna Prabhavo Yadi Tateti Yukte Nimihi Praha Tateti Yukte Nimihi Praha Ma bhunme deha bandhanam Ma bhunme deha bandhanam Rajnyo jivatu dehoyam Prasanna prabhavoya Tateti yukti nimihi praha Ma bhunme deha bandhanam. Mothers, Rajya of the king, Jivatu, may again be enlivened. Dehayam, this body, now preserved. Prasannaha, very much pleased. Prabhavaha, all able to do it. Yadi, if, tata, let it be so. Iti, thus. Ukte, when it was replied by the demigods. Nimihi, Maharaj Nimi. Praha said, Mabhut, do not do it. May, my, Deha Bandhanam, imprisonment, again in a material body. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Translation: if you are satisfied with this sacrifice and if you are actually able to do so, kindly bring Maharaj Nimi back to life in this body. The demigod said yes to this request by the sages, but Maharaj Nimi said, please do not imprison me again in a material body. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami iti namine Namaste Saraswati Devam Gauravani Pracharine Nirvisesha Sunyavadi Paschatya Desetarine Sri Chaitanya Mano Bhishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kada Mahyam Tatati Sapatantikam Vanchakalpatarobhyasya Kripa Sindhibhyevacha Patitanam Pavanibhyo Vaishnavibhyo Namo Namaha Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. So, here is a story towards the narration of a story towards the end of first 9 canto, the 9th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam. And there is a event involving one great king, Maharaj Nimi, who was a self-realized soul, and Vasishtha, the sage, was a Rajarishi, and Vasishtha has been involved in a few fights before this also. How many of you know the story of Maharaj Trishanku? Put your hand up. How many of you know that? How many of you don't know the story of Trishanku? Put your hand up. Oh. So, anyway, previously Vasishtha was also in a fight with, difference of opinion you can say, with sage Vishwamitra. They had 2-3 times there was difference of opinion, we have to say, because these are great personalities. They don't fight on a mundane plane. Nevertheless, there was difference of opinion. And Maharaj Trishanku was a great king of the Bhumandala,
which is the Vistirana of Bhumandala is lakhs and lakhs of miles. The Puranas or descriptions are there, not so easy to understand. Many times when I give class, people think that I try to show that the listeners don't know anything. But actually, I'm speaking about the fact that I'm realizing that I don't know anything. As every day passes by, I realize. So, Maharaj Trishanku, anyway, he wanted to, he told Vasishtha of course, these Sapta Rishis are posts. Vasishtha, the 7 Rishis are there, So, there are different Vasishthas at different times, so we don't know whether they are the same people. But at any rate, at least the person occupying the exalted personality occupying the Vasishtha post seems to be consistently able to have difference of opinion with people. So when Maharaj Trishanku said, I want to go to kingly heaven with the same body, he was a great king, so we cannot from our position ask, why was he, if he was a great king, why can't he just leave this body and go? People can do anything, they take fancy, great people, we cannot imitate them. Anyway, he took the fancy and he told Vasishtha, who's likely capable of granting him the boon, but Vasishtha did not do, and instead cursed him that because you had this kind of a desire, you should become a Chandala. So one day, Vishwamitra was going in the forest, he saw Trishanku, Chandala, he said, why? He identified him, he said, aren't you Maharaj Trishanku? He said, yes. What happened to you? Why you are like this? Oh, I got a curse from Vasishtha. Then Vishwamitra got interested. Huh? You got a curse from Vasishtha because he was his old competitor. Kya hua? Why did you get this? Then he explained like this, I have to go in my mind. Oh, for this why did you go to Vasishtha? You should have come to me, he said. What about your previous body? In this body I will send you to Indralok. Now you see. And then he gave a big invitation to everybody for the yajna. And he started a yajna to send Trishanku directly to Indralok. And he did and Vasishtha and his sons also he invited. They didn't come, the sons, because they said, oh, our father has said, no, you can do this yajna. So then Vishwamitra gave some curse for them also. Then he started the yajna. And then it went on, and at the end he offered the oblations and said, the world will, now you will see my power, may you go to heaven. And Trishanku rose in the sky. We can't even understand this kind of, powers and stories. And in any case, and Indra saw somebody coming and he looked, he said, who is this fellow coming in this kind of a body? They said, oh, he used to be Maharaj Trishanku, and then he kicked him down. So Trishanku was falling and he told Vishwamitra, oh, now I'm again falling. Then Vishwamitra got so angry, he said, stop there. And Trishanku stopped in the mid-sky. And he said, okay, Indra is not letting you come there. I will make a planet, a Svargaloka, equal to Indraloka. And he made right there a planet called Trishankuloka. And then he made sun and moon, everything around it. The whole thing was getting too much. Then all the demigods went to Brahma and said, what to do now? He's creating a parallel universe. In science also, by the way, they have this idea now of multiverse, parallel universes. You can Google, you'll find. So, they have now a calculation that there are 10 to the power of 500 universes, 10 followed by 500 zeros. that many number of universes. Anyway, that's another story. And what happened, then Brahma came and told Vishwamitra, "Theek hai, kafi ho gaya. Now you have shown him, let Trishanku stay in that Swarga. Now you better stop your work and you go." So it happened like that. So it's known as Trishanku Swarga. In people in ordinary language, at least in our childhood, if someone is not able to decide this way or that way, they'll say he's in Trishanku Swarga, neither going up nor coming down. So King Vasishtha was like that. Sage Vasishtha had, and again he had, I think Maharaj Nimi had something similar. Returned and found his, So Vasishtha, now he wanted to do some yajna, and I shall return here after finishing. Okay, he said, whatever it is. He was doing this yajna, and he asked Vasishtha to do it, but Vasishtha was already agreed to do something with Indra. So he said, you please wait. And it turns out that the reason was that Vasishtha was getting good dakshin. So he wanted to, it seems like that. Of course, a good dakshin from Indra, we cannot even imagine what it will be like. We have no understanding of the wealth of the demigods. Even King Kubera is said to have a treasury where it is, nothing is, it's all limitless. If you go, say, for hundreds and thousands of miles, there will be only diamonds. Kubera is not an ordinary person, treasurer of demigods. Another place, hundreds and thousands of miles, only rubies, pearls, this and that, gold. There's no limit to the Kubera's daksha. So, we have this saying that Lakshatipati, at least in South India, Tamil, we have Lakshatipati, Kotiswaran, and Navakoti Narayanan. Lakshatipati means, Adipati means, what is his name? Kubera. And if you had 1 lakh gold coins, you are like Kubera. So they'll say, Avaniganappa Lakshatipati, they'll say. Usko kya? He's Lakshatipati. But he is the owner of, 1 lakh gold coins in the olden days. But if you were to own 1 crore of gold coins, Kotiswaran, then you are equal to Lord Shiva. Ishvara is Lord Shiva. Is like. But if you had 9 crores of gold coins, then he's called Navakoti Narayanan. He is same as Lord Narayana, because Navakoti has got 9 crores of. I did one calculation. Nowadays nobody can have 9 crores of gold coins, because you calculate 1 gold coin, how much it is, and you put, it is unimaginable, billions and billions of dollars. So even now, if you had 9 crores of gold coins of 1 sovereign or whatever it is, it's unimaginable wealth. So, King Vasishtha, but why was I talking about this Navakoti Narayana and all that, whatever it is. Then Vasishtha Maharaj, Vasishtha sage was Nimi. He got some, we don't know what is the dakshin he was getting from Indra. Unimaginable wealth is there throughout this universe. Unimaginable. But still Krishna says, Ashashvatam Dukkalayam. Eternality is so important that no matter how great things are in the material world, this is still misery. Very deep, we have to realize that, we have to. So, Nimi, being a self-realized soul, he was self-realized. So therefore he was actually saying, I will not wait, let me do this, because by the time I may be up. So he was engaged on a higher mission. You see. So this is there. This is there. Sometimes by protocol or convention it happens, then this kind of... So he did it, and unnecessarily Vasishtha cursed him. But, and because he was a pure devotee, Maharaj Nimi was much more powerful than Vasishtha, because he was a pure self-realized devotee. It was probably not such a good thing for Vasishtha. And to help Vasishtha, it's my own speculation, he counter-cursed Vasishtha so that whatever was the reaction with that body, it will be gone with that body. Again, these are all what are called happenings in the high places. We cannot understand. But nevertheless, it's in the Bhagavatam. And he was reborn. Who? Vasishtha. Through some arrangement of the demigods, Fatafat, he was reborn. But Maharaj Nimi was not reborn. He was remaining in a spiritual position because a pure devotee has reached a spiritual position. But because the king was required, people who did not know this, the sages, therefore, it is not always known what happens at the end of the body. Even such great people did not probably realize that Maharaj Nimi had reached the spiritual position. They were thinking he must come back in this body, which is a very inferior position. How many of you have heard the story of Ajamila? Put your hands up. Everybody has heard Ajamila's story, at least. So even Ajamila, when it is not that everybody knew that the Yamarajas came, Yamadutas came, Vishnudutas came, there was a fight, there was a debate, argument, Vishnudutas won, and Ajamil did not go to hellish planet, but he rather went to Haridwar and he was chanting, and after 1 year he was to go back to Godhead. That was not known. People there thought that, okay, Ajamila was gone, so it was reported. Ajamil, the Brahmin who was in our village, he went to the forest and he was very fallen. And he's gone now. They probably said, oh, usko wahin se kar do. Don't bring him to the city, village. There's a fallen Brahmin. Finished. It was over. But it was Vedavyas who was actually blessed to see past, present and future, because he had to write Bhagavatam. And he is scanning page up, page down. And he's looking at all the universal things and he's selecting, oh, I see, Ajamila, this happened, let's put this in the Bhagavatam. Otherwise it was not so much, it's not common. So, Krishna also says in Bhagavad Gita, I'm thinking about that verse since 2 days. I didn't have time to see the Bhagavad, for some other context. What is that Bhagavad Gita verse which says that one is born with different sets of senses and goes from one body to another? And those pashyati something, what is that? Any scholar? The 12th chapter or something is there, that verse. Anyway, I'm thinking about how to redo complex analysis, so I'm in a different loka. But that verse is there, that there used to be one Pandit here, where one devotee used to know all the slokas. It'll come to me if I just think a little bit. What is it? Utkramantam sitam vapi bhunjaya. Vimudha nanu pashyanti jnana chakshushaha. Yes, I got that verse, you see. So Krishna says, Vimudha nanu pashyanti. So, with different senses according to one's birth, one actually is carried from one body to another. The senses are subtler than the body. Vimuda nanupashyanti, fools cannot see this. Pandita, they can see. So to see that takes its difficulty, and then he did not, so they did not know. So Maharaj Nimi, of course there is no point in calling him Maharaj Nimi now because that was an attachment to that body. Now he is not that body. But still, that soul replied, Maharaj Nimi means we should take it, that soul, eternal soul. So don't create another body for me. They knew the science. It was actually a long time. At the end of one yuga, they did this Satra Yajna. And just like from Maharaj Vena's body, by churning, Prithu came. Similarly, by churning his body, they were going to create, So Maharaj Nimi said, I don't want to come back. And they were going to create another body. So, in this verse it is said that the sages told the demigods, if you want, you can please give him the body back. There is this, it is one of the yogic perfections to be able to go from one body to another. Adi Shankara also had one debate with somebody, a lady, and then he showed that he could go to another body, and anyway, that's another story. So the philosophical point is that the demigods were capable of reinstating the person death. So Prabhupada says that here, that the demigods in a position many times higher than that of human beings. Therefore, although the great saints and sages were also powerful Brahmanas, they requested the demigods to revive Maharaj Nimi's body, which had been preserved in various perfumed bombs. So it's like, etiquette. The demigods are higher and senior, so although they themselves could do it, they said, can you please do it? Like if a senior devotee comes, we say, you please do the artik. Of course, you can also do the artik, but that's not the point. The etiquette is there. One should not think that the demigods are powerful only in enjoying the senses. They are also powerful in such deeds as bringing life back to your dead body. So many times we hear that demigods have done wrong things. They are, sometimes doing things that looks like ordinary people do. They are also engaged in sensual activities. They are attracted by somebody's wife or some woman and they do things. But Prabhupada says here that, and there are many atheists who therefore criticize. Oh, the scriptures are full of all kinds of, salubrious details, bad activities. Why we should read the scriptures? We are doing these things ourselves. No, but you may do those things yourself, but you cannot do the other things that demigods do, like bringing people back to, oh, we don't believe in this. Oh, if you don't believe in this, why do you believe the other one? Why do you say that they are bad character if it is not true, we don't believe in them? And if you say that, then you should also accept the fact that they are very, very powerful. So, the point is that, the point is that in the material world, no matter how powerful we may become materially, still spiritual perfection is not to be attained by any other process than pure devotional service. Not just devotional service, but pure devotional service. So Maharaj Nimi was already established in pure devotional service, therefore he could tell even the demigods later, he would see, I'm maybe getting a little ahead, he's saying that, no, don't bring me back. Here also it is said that, please do not imprison me again in a material body. So there are 4 kinds of relationships between the spiritual master and the disciple. One is when spiritual master is perfect and the disciple is also perfect, like Shukadeva Goswami and Parikshit Maharaj. Then the other end is spiritual master is bogus and disciple is also bogus. That's what is happening mostly. Then there is a thing where spiritual master is perfect, but the disciple is imperfect. That's happening in ISKCON. Prabhupada is perfect, but we're all imperfect and we're trying to follow. Then there are occasional cases where spiritual master is imperfect, but the disciple is perfect. Should not happen, but sometimes occasionally it happens. Bhaktivinoda Thakur took Diksha from Vipin Bihari or something. Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur used to go behind him and say, whenever he comes to house, Bhaktivinoda Thakur will offer obeisances. And Bhaktisiddhanta will go after Vipin Bihari and say, why are you taking obeisances from my father? Then he said that I'm his guru. He said, yeah, but do you have the capacity to accept his obeisances? Because Bhaktisiddhanta knew that he was Acharya, Bhaktivinoda. It is like that, but Bhaktivinoda always perfectly, gave him respect, and that must be there. So, but the point is that this is coming to 9th canto, so it's a very advanced stage. So, we have to increase our understanding and realization of this material world. And if we are not properly guided and if we are not properly situated, then we may again come back to material existence. We are given an opportunity to become free of material desires. We are able to do devotional service. We are free. But if we don't follow properly and we are properly advised, then again we may get attracted on the material plane. It's very dangerous. And at least at that time you should make sure that you quickly give back and go to the thing. Otherwise, we may get another material body. Very dangerous. Therefore, Prabhupada once said that one problem with my followers is that they are not afraid of Maya. So we are actually in a good position, chanting Hare Krishna, following and doing devotional service, but we should not become overconfident. And these things are there. And later on, this next verses and all is going to get more philosophical. But no matter how many times we revive the body, material body, it is still a useless proposition. It is only not that only Maharaj Nimi got an opportunity to get another body. We are also getting. There is no need to do such great Satra Yajna. Automatically everybody is may not be the same body, which was not kept with fragrances and everything, because it's a king's body in Satyuga. And then, he goes back. Ours, it becomes old, decrepit, die. You also get another new body. So everybody is doing this. The same thing is done by material nature also. It's churning and getting another body. Just like you churn buttermilk. In the olden days, we used to have a wooden thing and go chick, 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 chick. And then slowly out of the buttermilk, which looks like a liquid, solid butter comes out. Similarly, throughout the life, we are churning the material energy with our thought process, our desires, our mental activities. And another body is coming out. Same Satra Yajna is happening, but we are doing it ourselves. It's not only the sages doing, we are ourselves doing also. We are so great, we don't know. Of course, we don't know what body is coming and suddenly a dog body is there. Oh, we cannot say, I don't want to go into the dog body. That time you have to go. Just like if somebody does a crime and then the court catches him and gives him 10 years imprisonment. He has to go. He cannot say, no, I don't want. Therefore, Krishna says, great danger. Swalpam apyasya dharmasya trayate mahato bhayat. The great danger is there because you cannot change your mind. You are walking on the road and there is a big pot, what is it called? Big gatta, whatever it's called. Pothole, good. And you fell into that. You cannot say, now I don't want to do that. Now you are deep gone. Somebody has to take you out. So, studying the Shastra and all, we are supposed to constantly remind ourselves 24 hours. It's transcendental process, we should not forget. Follow what I'm saying? So there's so many points are there, it's a very dangerous thing. So Nimi says that I don't want to get this king's body again. So no matter how many times we do this yajna and how many bodies we get, it's useless. Jatasya hi dhruvor mrityuhu dhruvam janma mritasya cha. Tasmad apariharyate natvam shochichum arhasi. Therefore, we should not lament for what we have or we don't have in this life. We should proceed in the spiritual path, he said. This requires great guidance because we are very weak. And are you all following? So, Maharaj Nimi's rejection shows great intelligence. It is not that he got some dog's body and he didn't want it. He actually got back the king of the earth body. He said no. Because Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita that once you actually attain the spiritual position, nothing in the material world appears greater. And this is a proof that Maharaj Nimi said, I don't want. Unimaginable position, the king of, and the demigods are granting the boon, the sages are wanting you to come back. He said, no. How much dhrudavritti, fixed up here. Whereas someone like me, even a little bit material energy is shaking. We are attracted. But this personality, in spite of so much positive things, he said, no, I don't want material energy. Very great. We must recognize that this personality is very, very great. We cannot even mentally conceive this. So he was fixed up. This is the example of Dhrida. Name bhakta pranashyati. Pratijanehi kaunteya. You boldly declare that my devotee he never accepts the lower principle and gives up Krishna. And Lord Chaitanya's movement can happen and happens. Lord Chaitanya's own personal servant, when they were going to the forest, was attracted by a woman and he went. And Lord Chaitanya went back and then saved him and he said, don't make me again do it. So, but many times we are completely in material world, even though we may imagine that I am doing devotional service. So our position is nothing. Nothing. Because we don't understand exactly what is the body and how I am not the body. But we are given the chance that, okay, even if you don't understand you are not the body, use this body to do devotional service. That is there in the next verse. So, Nimi is going to make another fantastic point. Maharaj Nimi continued, I'll just read the sloka, but it's tomorrow's sloka. Mayavadis generally want freedom from accepting a material body because they fear having to give it up again. Because they think all bodies are like that. Maharaj Nimi says, no, but a devotee is not, so you can, devotees accept. The devotees whose intelligence is always filled with the service of the Lord are unafraid. Indeed, they take advantage of the body to render transcendental loving service. Now you can ask, now why is he refusing this body? Because he has got a spiritual body. Once you get a spiritual body, to say, I will do devotional service with material body makes no sense. So we should understand Prabhupada concludes the purport next time saying, whether it is spiritual body or material body, we should do service. So we are actually given a chance that even though we have not realized I'm not the body, you can do devotional service. That is a great, great benediction of Lord Chaitanya. Otherwise, material people cannot actually approach Krishna. I have a friend, he's a very close friend, and whenever I talk to him, he'll come up with something weird. If I said, I'll take breakfast today, I want to take dosa, he'll say, Modi bhi, I say, unko dosa milta, acha lagta hai breakfast mein. And he asks, if he says something else, I want to go here, Modi also will like to go. For everything he speaks like that. So I ask sometimes, and people with me also ask, well, you know Modi? No, Modi, no pehchan. So you have been to his house or something? No. तो क्यों बार-बार उनका नाम लेते हो? Right? You don't even know Modi. For everything you're saying. You're following like that? It is like that. I have a mind who is my good friend, and every time I do say something, Krishna also says like this. Krishna also says like this. Sometimes I ask them, why you bar-bar unka naam lete? You know Krishna? No. Have you been with him? No. Then why are you posing? I say. So I realize that with my mind, when I'm doing devotional service, my mind is cheating me. Because one time it will chant Krishna and 20 times it will do something else. You follow what I'm saying? So I realize that actually, if I don't know Krishna, I don't have any yogyata for taking Krishna's name. Why you take Modi's name? You don't know Modi. Are you following? So without knowing Krishna, without being transcendental, you cannot actually render pure devotional service. Ata Sri Krishna Namadi na bhaved grahyam indriyahi. With these gross senses, you cannot actually. So yogyata vichare kichu nai pai. Tomara karuna sara. So actually, if I examine what is my qualification for chanting Krishna's name, it is zero. Nothing. Tomara karuna sara. So by the mercy of Prabhupada, mercy of Lord Chaitanya, we are able to chant Krishna's name. We should never forget that. Does that make sense or no, man? It is not that I chant and I control my mind, I meditate. Nobody can teach you chanting other than Krishna in the heart. So we have to learn slow. Anyway, that's another topic. 45. So, you follow. Where is Rajahamsa? Is there? Okay. You see, so, okay. It's already put up? I didn't ask you to put it up. No, put it up. Close it. Why are you doing this? It's not there? Oh, you are the person who operates that. So, philosophy must be understood thoroughly. Because reading the books, we cannot understand fully. Reading the books alone by ourselves or by other people's help, we cannot understand fully. It requires the guidance of a pure devotee spiritual master. Therefore it is said, Tad vijnanartameva gurum abhigachet. In order to understand the process, actually you must go to Tattva with self-realized spiritual master. You must. Neither can you say, I don't want a spiritual master, nor can you say, I'll take whomever I want. So this very system is set up. Very important process. Just like if you go and study medicine, there is, somebody has got some heart problem. Okay, medically, there is philosophy is there, what is a heart problem, how to treat. But this particular person treating, that requires a doctor, Oh, for him this medicine can be given, not that medicine. Therefore, general philosophy is there in the book, but how does it apply to you? You must be guided. But this process is a transcendental secret. Are you following what I'm saying? It's a transcendental secret. It should be known. The materialistic class of people, they think we don't need somebody. Somebody was arguing with Prabhupada that Krishna is in my heart. I don't need a guru. Why should I go? I can just go myself, right? He was arguing. Prabhupada said, yes, Krishna is in your heart. You may talk to him, but why should he talk back to you? Of course, Prime Minister Modi is there. I can call him directly. Yeah, but why should he answer phone? Therefore, it is said, tadvijnanartameva gurum abhigachet samitpanini shrotriyam brahmanishtam. He must be shrotriyam and brahmanishtam. He must be hearing from the right source and he must himself be fixed up in brahmanishtam. So process is very important. Are you following? So they say, no, we will take direct guidance from the Lord. That's not our process. Sometimes they say like this, put it up now. Everybody can read? Can you read loudly? With the microphone.
Anyone seriously interested in deriving benefit by studying the Bhagavad Gita must take help from the Krishna consciousness movement for practical understanding of Bhagavad Gita under the direct guidance of the Lord.
Under the?
Direct guidance of the Lord.
Under the, what is the next word? Yes, stress it.
Under the direct guidance of the Lord.
Direct guidance. This is how many of you are comfortable? This is our philosophy. How many of you think this is okay, this is our philosophy? Put your hand up. How many of you are not comfortable that this is a proper presentation of our philosophy? How many of you are not comfortable? Put your hand up. Yes, only one person. When 10 people said we are comfortable, how many are not comfortable? There are so many. Come on, you're all sitting and listening in a class. I'm making an important point. How many of you are awake? Put your hand up. No, keep your hand up. Okay. No, keep your hand up. Don't put it down. Don't put it down, please. And how many of you are comfortable? Everybody keep your hand up. Only those who are comfortable with this statement, put your hand down. Only those. Yes. How many of you are comfortable? Put your hand up again, I want to ask. Why are you comfortable? No, this says that you take practical help from the movement, how to put tilak, how to put kantimala, kya seva karne ka hai. Otherwise, you are directly guided by the Lord in the heart. Is that our philosophy? Then why you say you are comfortable? You didn't even understand what this is saying. This is saying that you just for practical help you take from anybody, practical guidance. Otherwise, you are directly guided by the Lord in the heart. Now, how many of you are not comfortable with this? Put your hand up. At least some. Still don't. How many of you are comfortable with this? Let me. Okay. Why are you comfortable? How it's saying there's no mention of the Guru, it's directly God.
We are under the Guru or a Parampara system.
That includes going to your Guru.
So in Krishna conscious movement we have, it's like a Guru Parampara system.
You don't need. Okay. No. It is not that the position of the Guru can be included in. He is saying practical understanding from Krishna movement means it also is Guru Parampara system is there. That's all included in. It is not such a simple thing. It can be lumped in practical understanding. And then you say I get directly guided by the God. You may understand my point? You cannot, that is a very important thing. It has to be separately emphasized. So how do you say that it's lumped into that? You thought that way. That's not right. Now how many of you are not comfortable with this? See, you can't simply say I am comfortable if you don't know the Siddhanta. How many of you are not comfortable? Put your hands up. Now you are thinking a little bit. You see? People don't. You are comfortable or not comfortable? Comfortable. Why? How is it directly saying, directly guided by the Lord? That you didn't notice. See, tasma sadvijnanatayameva gurum abhigachet. You must go to the Guru. How that is not mentioned here? So you're comfortable with this or not? Still. Get to people to understand the question is difficult. You are comfortable, you said. But I thought you said you're not. Not comfortable. Very difficult. This is not a... How many of you are not comfortable? Put your hand up, at least be clear. Yeah. The reason I'm asking this repeatedly is, this is said by Prabhupada. And it is in the Bhagavad Gita, in the first page, before introduction, in preface. Are you following? It is in the Bhagavad Gita, you can read it. In the preface, last sentence is this. Prabhupada is writing this. Surprised or not? It is the first page. Are you following? Same Prabhupada has put right after that the Parampara. And same Prabhupada is quoting that one must approach a bona fide spiritual master. Why I am saying that is, this is also correct, that is also correct. That's why even if you simply say, I agree, no, even if you knew Prabhupada has written this, and if you say, I agree with it, you have to explain why. You know what I mean? And that's a secret as to what is Parampara. That's what I'm trying to show. Are you following? Are you surprised that Prabhupada said this? Yeah, it's very surprised. You must be surprised. Right in the preface he is writing, one who wants to seriously benefit from studying Bhagavad Gita, Prabhupada says, this is the exact quote, must actually take the help of Krishna consciousness movement for practical understanding and be guided directly by the Lord. He's not even putting himself there. Right? Vijayari Prabhu? Interesting or not? I have asked this in many temples. I went to one temple, the GBC for the temple was also there. When I put it up, originally I don't even give so much, I just simply put it up in the beginning of the class, say how many of you will find it difficult to agree with it. Everybody put their hand up. But Prabhupada has written this. Right in the beginning, in the preface. So when they went to Prabhupada and asked, how will, anyway. So, the point I'm trying to say is that we cannot understand the books just by our own process. Now, you try to explain this in a way that is consistent with the requirement that one must approach a Brahmanishtam person as a guru, right? Because that cannot be given up. Approaching a pure devotee, spiritual master, that is our philosophy. But this is also right. And we cannot just adjust it by saying, in practical understanding, that is included. No, this is such an important process that the Acharya must be mentioned. Where is it? So why did Prabhupada write this? Why did he write that? You have to know what exactly is parampara. I'm saying, so my humble request is read. Prabhupada said that my books must be read by my followers like lawyers read law book. And this cannot be understood on our own. This is what I said, that when you actually understand by your own effort, it is called green glass reading. It's like reading the book with green glass. Everything appears green. You're still able to read, but you're not seeing the actual thing. This can lead up to namabhas. That also it cannot come by on its own. I'm sorry really, it can lead up to it. That is, well, bell is ringing. It means Lord Chaitanya says that's enough maybe. But the point is, to properly go beyond the neophyte stage, to be situated in the Madhyama platform, which requires being fully liberated, one must actually obtain the mercy and the guidance, constant guidance of a Brahmanishtam Acharya. And how to obtain that, there is a process, and the clue also comes actually in another 2 verses down. It comes down, it is there in another 3 verses. You see? The clue is coming for this, so I am putting it down. So try to understand. If you understand the next 3 verses properly, then you can understand this relationship between. It is in the sloka itself, the clue is there. So you must learn how to read simply reading. So green glass reading is good enough for preaching to the public. Prabhupada said, that's all right, this is for general public. I'm not the body and spirit soul. But he said, our higher philosophy is there is no difference between body and soul. How is it higher philosophy? Then who is going to teach me that? This is what I don't know. I'm lamenting, and many times when I give class, I try to caution myself, not others. But it appears like I may be cautioning others. Maybe if you want to be cautioned, you be cautioned. But I am only always lamenting. What a fool I am. I have a mind with me who is always saying, yeah, Modi is also like this, Modi is like this. Anything after I read the books, I became a devotee. Now for everything I say, Krishna is, it looks nice. But actually I don't know Krishna. Amito Kangala. I'm a fool, I know nothing. Krishna Krishna boli, tava piche, I'm going. Dai tava piche. I'm running behind you because you got Krishna. Krishna Tomar. Krishna said Tomar. Krishna is yours, not mine. That's the only way. When Rahugana asked Jadabharat, how you have become like this? Because you are saying something that I have heard nobody say. It is there in the Bhagavatam. You are suddenly saying that is also material object, the palanquin, the king also material object, the palkiwala also is material object. You are asking me why I am thinking I am the palkiwala, I am the king. Why not I think I am palkiwala? Are you going to ask the king, why you are thinking you are a king? Why don't you think it's a palkiwala? No, this is my body. No, it's not yours. It's outside you. You can also think I am palki. You can also think I am the palkiwala. What? Rahugana is completely confused. So, it may look like Mayavadi philosophy, it's not, it's in the 5th canto, it is amazing Vaishnava philosophy. So the point is that, then Rahugana is saying, please forgive me, I've committed a great offense to you, because I thought what you are saying is not proper. Because you are telling Jadabharat, oh, you are saying all this philosophy, but factually, you see, everybody, it is a fact that they are enjoying and suffering. You can't simply come and say this is all external to you, this is not proper. Then exactly like Krishna told Arjuna, Ashochayan anvasochasvam pragyavadam shabhasase. Pragyavasha means learned words you are speaking. Similarly, Rahugana, Jadabharat told Rahugana, you are talking learned words, but actually you don't know anything, you are a fool. If that is the position of a great king like Rahugana, who was given the chance to come in touch with Jadabharat and be mentioned in the Bhagavatam, what is my position? Nothing. I must be very, 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 very careful. This is all I'm thinking now 24/7. Oh, what a fool I have been all my life. And, so you don't waste your time like that. It will take you another 40 years to become my age. Don't waste it. You see? Try to understand the whole thing. So, then Rahugana asked Jadabharat, "Aapko kaisa aisa gyan prapt ho gaya?" Because you are telling me, so see, exactly like when we read Prabhupada's books, we felt, wow, Prabhupada is telling us something that nobody has ever told. But that's only the beginning. We should now think that I know everything about Krishna consciousness. Most devotees probably think, if I sit in a class, I cannot be told anything that I don't know. Fundamental philosophy to hamara very strong hai. And then we can suspect what Prabhupada writes. Like that, I have got about 30, 40 sentences. Wherever I go, I put one sentence of Prabhupada and ask, everybody will say, this is not proper philosophy. But it is, Prabhupada has written it. I can put another one too, even if you escape this. Because the point is not to show that I'm great, because I also, I have seen it many times, I just ignored it. Finally, when I understood that I don't understand this, I felt, oh, what a fool I am. And I'm still feeling. So, Jadabharat told Rahugana, Rahuganath etad nayati. You cannot get this, Rahugana, by anything you do other than Mahatpada Rajobhishekam. You have to take the dust from the lotus feet of the pure devotees and put it on your head. And that's not a simple process. It's not an external process. That must be inside, 24 hours. You're putting his dust on your head. So, you please try to consider this fact that green glass knowledge is okay. We cannot only continue on that. When you get true knowledge, the green glass knowledge becomes, I'll give one last example to understand, the spiritual knowledge always has many complementary levels. But at every level, the previous level becomes meaningless. Even though it's highly developed spiritual knowledge. You have not experienced that. What you have experienced is that we were knowing material knowledge. Then when we got spiritual knowledge, everything we learnt became useless, correct? Correct or wrong? Are you following? Say yes loudly. I don't even know whether you guys are following. You're following or not? Did you not feel that, oh, I wasted my time, everything? It is like a dog. I don't want to use Bhagavatam, because Bhagavatam is Bhagavatam even for a dog. It is spiritual. The Bhagavatam, if it looks at the dog looks at the Bhagavatam, he'll be purified. There's no doubt about that. That's Srimad Bhagavatam. So this is, suppose, okay, this is there. Maybe it's not offered water, bottle of water. You see. A dog is just seeing some object with certain weight. Child is seeing, right. But one who sees this, or a cell phone or this. They describe, so others who don't know, they may describe that object simply by what is its length, breadth, width. But you know what it contains. Oh, it's a water bottle. Oh, it's a watch. It can show time. Oh, cell phone you can. In this way, who is that? Okay. In this way, I even forget what's the point I'm going to make. The last point I wanted to make. So, this objects we see, I was going to say a very important point. I forgot. Krishna's. No, before that I was saying, Srimad Bhagavatam, something, yeah, old age. Okay, so when I give the class, I'm trying to make you understand that the complementarity. Now I understand complementarity, but nobody reminded me. So once you understand what is in this is a water bottle for drinking water. Its physical properties don't matter. Does it matter? It's a big book, small book, it's a big bottle, small bottle, it's all water bottle. Similarly, then the knowledge about the physical dimensions is not important once you understand, like a book. You may know that it's this big book, small book, but once you know what is the book, it doesn't matter what color it is printed. The subject matter is important. Like that, the body, the scientists are saying, you are 5 feet 8 inches tall, they put it, all your these things, 65 kilos weight, you have got 1 heart, 2 lungs, 272 bones. They describe, we learn all of this. See, there is no meaning to the fact that you are actually a person. That knowledge has to be obtained. So, when you get the understanding that it is a book, even if somebody asks you, what is the color of the ink in that? I don't know. But still you know the book, you have read it. Similarly, at each level, the previous level of knowledge pales into insignificance. So, of all the rasas, the greatest rasa is in the rasa of the gopis. In front of it, all other rasas are paling into insignificance. So, Prabhupada says, learned transcendentalists have accepted that that's the highest rasa. It is so much that when Uddhava went to Vrindavan, Krishna told him, that is in Laghu Bhagavatamrita, Krishna told him, Uddhava, control your mind completely. You're going to Vrindavan, you're going to give my message to gopis. So when he went there, he saw them in such a trance, simply standing wherever they are standing, thinking about Krishna. It's unimaginable. Uddhava said, wow, what is this Krishna consciousness? He's a close friend of Krishna. He said, to get this Krishna consciousness, I must become a blade of grass and they should walk on my head forever. Then maybe one day I can get this. So that is the difference between Uddhava's estimation of his own Krishna consciousness and the Krishna consciousness of the gopis. We should not think that we have taken a measure of Krishna consciousness. That is what I want to say, and I gave just a simple, this is the purpose of this point. Not to confuse you, not to say, oh, what is this? Somebody put a hand up. So how do you reconcile? That is bad me. But the point is that we must understand, we must approach Bhagavatam with great reverence, saying, only that much I can understand by reading. The rest come from the Divya Gyan Hriday Prakashit. No other way. That is a mystery. Raja Vidya, Raja Guhyam. That Raja Guhyam is this part. Any questions or comments? Is that okay, Brother Hari Prabhu? Useful or not useful? Useful or not useful, what I'm saying? Huh? How many of you feel the points made were useful? Put your hand up. Oh. How many of you, thank you. How many of you feel it was not useful? Raise your left hand. Don't use it. Good. How many of you feel confused, didn't understand anything, so that he thought everybody will raise, so he raised. Then he saw nobody was there. No, there's nothing confusing. There's nothing difficult. You simply accept. Okay, I don't know. What is there? Are you surprised that you don't know something? No, that's all. Nothing. We have to learn more. More can be said once you accept, oh, this is very nice. How can I learn more about this? No problem. Then I can say more. Any questions? No questions? First, Anuman Prabhu. He never asked question.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Please explain what is the definition of Krishna consciousness?
What is the definition?
Of Krishna consciousness.
Oh my God. I gave a class in Vancouver and One Prabhupada disciple asked the same question. I said, I don't know. We use the word, and I mean, you have some understanding, I have some understanding, I can give. You are a devotee, long-time devotee. Public Krishna consciousness is a very sublime science. He knows, I know, he says for public is asking. But I'll give just one statement. I'm not saying that this is the correct definition of Krishna consciousness. There's unlimited definitions can be given. And even mine may not be the best. But just saying. Question has been asked, so I should say. Suppose we are sitting here and there is a big sound outside in the street. Dham! Some sound came. How many of you will be curious to know, kya hua? Put your hand up. But at least this much, everybody. Kya hua? Isn't it? You're curious. So, the sound you got was an experience, no? You experienced some sound through the ear. And you want to know what is there, correct? If you don't, when you're simply sitting there, so you're eating and then something is no. Yeah. Prabhupada said that in Kasapusap, what is it called? They kill. I'm going at a very slow pace, so today, and for me it's very, sometimes I lose my trend because I have to go at 1,000,000 miles an hour, so I have to slow down. Saboteur, what is in Hindi? Kill the sheep. So one fellow kills one sheep, then one goat. There are other goat also. They don't run, they just, because they're not curious. What's happening to that guy? Why blood is coming? Why is dead suddenly? They don't know such things. So curiosity must be there. Correct? To know the truth. Correct? So when you hear a sound, you want to know what is the truth behind that sound. Correct or not? But that is true for every sense. When you see a table, you should know what is the truth behind it. This is an experience. Behind that sound kya hai is same for behind that smell kya hai, behind that taste kya hai, behind that sight kya hai. So Krishna said, that's me. So when we are able to ask 24 hours, we are having so much experience. You are walking behind this ground kya hai? That is Krishna consciousness. Everything always, I know this is Krishna. Rasoham apsu kaunteya. Behind this taste, who is there? Krishna is there. Therefore Krishna is saying, but we don't even have the curiosity to know, oh, this is nice. Taste is, why should I worry? Taste is experience. This is a big science. I'm just giving you a little. Long time ago, maybe in 82 or 83, I gave a lecture in IIT Bombay. Why is the gulab jamun sweet? It is sweet because of Krishna. That was the answer. But like that, it's a big philosophy. Anybody want more questions somebody had? We'll stop here. Don't ask difficult questions.
First of all, I wanted to thank you for your wonderful class.
Thank you.
Rasaraj Prabhu.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
And you covered many topics from Ajamila to Uddhava to Rishabdev, not Rishabdev,
Jadbharat.
Jadbharat. My question was that when Nimi refused to take or accept the body back, in our Siddhant, whatever we do, whether it's Rath Yatra or any program, anything that we do, the essence is to preach. That's our philosophy. So if Nimi got a chance to preach, why would he not accept a body? That is my question. But I want to share with you, which you mentioned about Bhaktapada Raja, Bhaktapada Jal, and Bhakter Uchishta, 18 Mahabal. I am from Oman, it's a Middle East country, and Guru Maharaj, His Holiness Jayapataka Swami Maharaj, used to come to Oman quite often. And we saw him very closely because we used to host him in our houses. We don't have a temple. There was one devotee, his name is Bhaktajana Priyadas. he is now in Mayapur. We used to preach, and he used to have a lot of intellectual questions, and he wouldn't accept Krishna as a supreme being. And he wouldn't accept Guru also. But we had a beach program, and somehow or the other, just like Uddhava, Bande Nanda Brajastrinam, that sloka, so he was walking behind Guru Maharaj, and he took the sand of the beach and put it in his head. You know, that was again something he did. And there was a big transformation in his life.
Okay.
The next moment, he was able to accept Krishna consciousness in his life. And that's what I want to share with you. But I wanted you to elaborate on Nimi's rejection, although preaching could be an essence.
No.
Haribol.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Anyway, his question is that why didn't Nimi accept the body if it gives opportunity for him to preach? Actually, preaching is not the highest service. The aim of the devotee is to do what Krishna wants. If Krishna were to say, you don't preach, he say, yes, sir. So Nimi must have, is already self-realized, so he knows what Krishna wants him to do. And it's not this. Why should he do it? Suppose the temple president is telling somebody, you do the Artik, and he's getting ready to go to Artik. Somebody comes and says, Harinam, come on now, it's the greatest preaching, Harinam. For conditioned souls you come. You say, no, I can't go. I've got my authorized service. So we have to accept that he has got authorized service. And he says, even if it was for preaching, he says, thank you very much, all of you do it. I've got something else to do. So we cannot say this is the highest, that's the highest. Whatever Krishna wants us to do, that's the highest. Sometimes it may be something, sometimes it may be something else. It's not the same for everyone. Navavidha Bhakti is there. We'll stop here. Grantaraj Srimad Bhagavatam ki, Srila Prabhupada ki, Hare Krishna.